Single dad janitor yelled, "I will defend her," in court. Then the CEO did something no one expected. The courtroom was silent, heavy with judgment and whispers, when the janitor stood up from the back bench. His blue uniform was stained with years of hard work, and his boots echoed as he stepped forward. The lawyer smirked, the judge raised an eyebrow, and the crowd barely concealed their laughter. But his voice cut through the air like thunder, "I will defend her." No one expected that from James Carter, the quiet janitor who mopped the marble floors of Hamilton Tech Tower. A single father, James had taken the night shift to make ends meet, juggling work and parenting with the grace of a man used to life's storms. His daughter, Lily, a bright-eyed 8-year-old with a love for drawing, had recently been caught in the center of a custody battle with her estranged grandparents after her mother's tragic passing. James had no money for lawyers, no family to back him, and no formal education. What he did have was love, unwavering, unconditional, and stronger than anything money could buy. The CEO of Hamilton Tech, Veronica Steele, sat in the front row as a character witness. She was polished, powerful, and known for her ruthless decisions. No one expected her to even show up, let alone listen. After all, what did a billionaire executive care about a janitor? But James had caught her attention 6 months earlier. She had arrived at the office late one night, upset after a board meeting gone wrong. Her heels clacked against the tile as she vented over the phone, not realizing someone was quietly mopping the hallway. When she accidentally dropped her coffee and cursed, James didn't flinch. He simply handed her a fresh cup from the break room, black, just the way she liked it, and smiled. "You look like someone who could use a kind moment," he said. From that day on, she noticed him. He wasn't just sweeping floors. He was comforting interns after rough days, fixing flickering lights without being asked, bringing extra lunches for the security guards who forgot theirs. And when Lily came to wait for her dad on Fridays, drawing cartoons in the corner of the lobby, Veronica couldn't help but stop and watch. Lily didn't talk much to strangers, but she smiled when she drew. And her father always crouched down beside her after clocking out, admiring every scribbled masterpiece like it belonged in a museum. So when the courtroom doors opened that morning, Veronica didn't send an assistant. She came herself. And she listened. The grandparents' lawyer painted James as unfit, a janitor with no college degree, no stable future, and no high society network. He argued that Lily deserved more. Better schools. Better clothes. A better life. James stood tall. His hands trembled as he held the envelope of Lily's school drawings. "I may not have riches," he said, voice cracking, "but I have raised a little girl who knows what love looks like every day. Who knows what it means to be safe. Who's never gone to bed wondering if she matters. I'm not giving her up just because I sweep floors." The judge remained stoic. The lawyer prepared to counter. But then a chair scraped across the floor. Veronica Steele stood up. "I'd like to speak." Gasps rippled across the room. Veronica walked to the front, heels steady, voice clear. "I'm CEO of Hamilton Tech. James Carter works in my building. He's more dependable than any executive I've employed. He's the reason our staff feels safe at night. The reason your lobby plants are watered, your hallways clean, your lights fixed. And I've seen how he loves his daughter." She paused, then added, "If this court believes Lily deserves more, then I'll give her more. I'm starting a scholarship in her name. Full tuition to the best private school in the city. And if that's not enough, I'm also giving James a promotion. Head of building operations. With benefits. A company apartment. He's earned it." There was a silence so deep it felt like time stopped. James blinked, stunned. Lily turned to him with wide eyes, and he scooped her into his arms, whispering, "We're going to be okay, baby." The judge took a long breath, then smiled, just a little. "In that case," he said gently, "this court sees no reason to remove Lily from her father's custody." Cheers broke out in the courtroom. James wept openly, holding Lily close, while Veronica quietly returned to her seat, dabbing a tear from her eye. Outside, reporters gathered, but James ignored them. He looked up at the sky, whispered a thank you, and held his daughter's hand tightly. Sometimes, heroes wear uniforms with name tags. Sometimes, love doesn't need money, it just needs someone to stand up and say, I will defend her. And sometimes, the people we least expect do the most extraordinary things.